Operation Deep Freeze is a U.S. military support to the U.S. Antarctic program. A joint force of U.S. Air Force, Navy, Army, and Coast Guard support the U.S. Antarctic program through specialized capabilities and personnel, ensuring the annual resupply of the continent to ensure the sustained presence of U.S. personnel on the Antarctic continent.
Operation Deep Freeze is an annual mission for Polar Star. Right now, Polar Star is the only asset that can actually complete the mission reliably every year. ODF is one of those long-standing missions that has changed quite significantly from the start. A lot of it depends on the National Science Foundation and their footprint in Antarctica. Operation Deep Freeze has included the resupply of Palmer Station, in addition to McMurdo over the years, as well as a lot of outlying stations that are no longer supported by the National Science Foundation. The support that we provide the National Science Foundation is a presidentially directed mission. The President has signed an executive order to make sure that the research stations in Antarctica can be resupplied, and the Coast Guard is required to provide support to the efforts under that executive order.
Polar Star plays a crucial role in the Antarctic region. As the U.S.'s only heavy icebreaker, it is uniquely capable of establishing a navigable channel in the fast ice for fuel and cargo ships to reach McMurdo Station, the largest U.S. base on the continent and a crucial logistics hub for the U.S. Antarctic program. Navigating through ice is an exercise in strategic planning and patience. Transiting through pack ice is almost never accomplished in a straight line. An ice pilot is given extreme leeway in avoiding ice if needed, taking leads, and choosing lighter flows to go through, as well as avoiding glacial ice.
While it is the largest and oldest propulsion plant, its diversity makes it one where people want to work on it, but the biggest thing is that getting them to understand that it's a team effort. It's not just one division that does any one thing. They all work together for a common goal. If you look at the engines only work because main propulsion division works on it, but it needs fuel from auxiliary division, it needs electrical input from EM division, and they all work together to keep it running. And that's the only way that we ever make it through deployment on time or at all, or dry dock, or any of our situations, is through teamwork and a common operating goal. It's definitely difficult, more so on this cutter than other ships, because of the age, but along with that, also the diverse climates we go through, from Seattle being usually cold when we leave and wet, to going to Honolulu where it's humid and hot, and then going all the way down to Antarctica where it's cold. So it's consistently working on boilers, consistently working on ACs, altering our plans on a dime's notice to either shift from hot weather to cold weather. And again, it takes a team to do it. It's not just auxiliary division to get the boilers up and running or to get the ACs up and running, but it takes everybody to ensure the ship is set up the right way for each of the different environments, and then talking to each other to make sure it happens.
So mooring in McMurdo poses a lot of challenge, so a couple different ones. One of the restrictions and tightness of Winter Quarters Bay, combined with the fact of a triple screw ship with a single rudder, makes maneuvering in the tight quarters a lot more difficult. And on top of that, historically there's been no real pier to moor the ship up to, so we have challenges with the types of lines that we use, using line throwing guns to throw our ice lines over, sometimes up to 600 feet to a bollard that we can tie up to that keeps the ship centered where we need it to in Winter Quarters Bay. One thing, weather's always a challenge out here for both Polar Star and our attached small boats. Depending on the mission set that we're trying to accomplish would depend on which boat we were trying to use between our CBL or our landing craft boat, which primarily is what we use down here. The CBL is an easier boat to recover, while the landing craft is a challenging evolution that has to be done in very calm weathers. The long evolution because it takes our articulating aft knuckle cranes to be able to launch the boat and pull it out of the cradle, but also poses issues with the fact that there are no piers down in Antarctica, so when we do launch the landing craft, we still have to find a place that the boat can get ashore to be able to transfer personnel or equipment or anything else that we're using it for.